So apparently, I've created the biggest kitchen controversy since pineapple on a pizza. My channel has officially become the battleground for the great trash can war of 2025. And honestly, yeah, I did that. I'm Blake, and yes, there's an awkward truth. I've made videos promoting both pull-out trash cabinets and freestanding trash cans. So today, we're gonna settle this once and for all. We're doing a head-to-head, fact-based showdown between these two trash solutions. No more flip-flopping, no more confusion. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which option is right for your situation. And may the best trash can win. 350,000 plus views later, I'm still listening to the comments and the reactions to this video. Hit that like and subscribe button, because apparently my channel has turned into the fight club, trash cans and kitchens. And the first rule is we definitely talk about Kitchen Fight Club. Here's the current picture. You think I might be the most inconsistent trash can advisor on YouTube. In some videos, I've praised the hidden elegance of pull-out systems. In others, I've sworn by the simple reality of freestanding trash cans. I've realized something important. Both systems can work, but they work for different people and different situations. So instead of picking a side and dying on that hill, let's figure out which hill should you be dying on. Because the great trash can showdown starts here. In this corner, weighing in at approximately 35 quarts and hidden behind a cabinet door, we have the pull-out trash cabinet. And in this corner, standing proud on the kitchen floor at 13 gallons of pure freedom, we have the freestanding trash can. Round one, space and storage. The pull-out system's biggest selling point is space efficiency. By tucking your trash inside a cabinet, you free up precious floor space in your kitchen. For smaller kitchens and galley layouts, this can be a game changer. You're essentially getting storage space that doesn't feel like it's taking up storage space. But here's where freestanding can throw its counterpunch. Flexibility. You can put it anywhere that makes sense in your workflow. Next to the island during meal prep, by the sink during cleanup, or even outside on the patio during a dinner party. Try moving your pull-out cabinet to the backyard for a barbecue. I'll wait. The pull-out system also typically offers dual compartment options for trash and recycling in one compact footprint. Meanwhile, the freestanding can says, you want recycling? Just go out and buy another can. You want composting? Just buy another can. You want to sort your trash by color? Buy 7 cans. I don't judge. So score one after round one. It's tied. Small kitchens favor pullouts. Large kitchens favor flexibility. Round two, cost and installation. A basic freestanding trash can will run you anywhere from $30 to $200, depending on how fancy you want to get or how cheap you want to be. Motion sensors, foot pedals, odor control, you can spend as much or as little as you like. Pull-out systems start around $150 for a basic hardware and can go up to $500 for a more premium soft close system. But wait, there's more. You also need to factor in the installation cost if you're not doing it yourself. Contractor might charge anywhere from $95 to $200 to install the hardware and modify the cabinet. The pull-out system just says something like, sure, I cost more up front, but I'm adding value to your kitchen and I'm an investment. And they're not wrong. Built-in storage solutions do add perceived value to a home. Now, the freestanding can's response? I'm ready to work right out of the box. No tools required, no measuring, no hoping the contractor shows up on time. Just take me out of the package and start throwing trash at me. Round two goes to the freestanding can on pure economics and simplicity. Of course, if what you want is to increase the value of your investment, this round goes to the pull-out system. But I won't call it a tie. Let's dive into round three, maintenance and durability. This is where things get spicy. The pull-out system has moving parts, slides, hinges, mechanisms that can jam, stick, or break. When they work well, they're smooth and satisfying. But when they don't, you're either living with a broken cabinet or calling someone to fix it. I have seen pull-out systems that have worked flawlessly for decades. Some of you have even left me those testimonials and comments, and I appreciate them. And I've seen others that failed within months. The difference usually comes to the hardware quality and the installation precision. Cheap slides plus heavy use Plus inevitable spills equals problems. The freestanding can's maintenance routine: hose it down occasionally, maybe replace it every few years if it gets too beat up, no special tools, no disassembly required. Now, we have two sides here. With the pull-out system, spills and odors stay tucked away in their own little cabinet behind a hidden door. It's basically like having a mini trash room in your kitchen without actually needing an extra room. That's a win. Although, that's also exactly why a lot of people don't like it. Just thinking about what can pile up in there is gross. On the flip side, a freestanding can has its perks. Any mess is out in the open, so you see it right away and you can clean it up immediately. Also, with a pull-out system, if the hardware goes wrong, you might not even notice until it's done some serious damage to your cabinets. So, this round is close, but I'm gonna give it to pull-out cabinet just for sheer reliability. And I personally have them in my house, so I do enjoy them. Round 4, daily usability. Here's where we get into the nitty-gritty of living with these systems day after day. The pull-out systems require a two-step process: open the cabinet door, pull out the drawer, and when your hands are full or messy, this can be frustrating. Some systems address this with a toe kick opener or a soft close mechanism, but you're still dealing with multiple moving parts. A freestanding can with a foot pedal, one step, literally, step, toss, done. The motion sensor models are even better. You wave your hand across the top and the lid opens. It's like having a tiny robot butler whose only job is to take your trash. Sure, the pull-out system makes a strong case. Consistency of location, it's always in the same spot, so you never have to hunt around your kitchen looking for it. On the flip side, that consistency can work against you when you're carrying a hot pan or need to scrape food waste quickly. Freestanding cans win on flexibility. It can be wherever you need it to be, whenever you want it to be there. Round 4, I'm gonna say that goes to the freestanding for the usability. Round 5, aesthetics and kitchen design. Now here's where it's gonna get fun. This is the pull-out system's strongest round. Hidden storage looks clean, sophisticated, and uncluttered. When your kitchen is part of an open floor plan, not having a visible trash can can make the space feel more like a showroom than a working kitchen. The pull-out system also offers perfect integration with your cabinetry. Door matches your cabinets, the hardware matches your drawer pulls, and the whole system disappears into the design scheme. But the freestanding can isn't given up without a fight. Sure, it's visible, but it also can be beautiful. Stainless steel that matches your appliances, sleek designs that complement your style, or fun colors that add personality. A well-chosen can could be a design element rather than something to hide. Still, this round is going to the pull-out system for its invisible elegance. Round 6. Capacity and flexibility. Pull-out systems are typically limited to cabinet size, usually maxing out around 35 to 50 quarts total capacity. For most families, this is plenty, but large households or heavy cooking families might find themselves taking the trash out more frequent. Freestanding cans can range from tiny 4-gallon models up to massive 20+ gallon beast. You can choose exactly the capacity that matches your family's waste generation without being limited by those cabinet dimensions. Again, there's another way to look at it. For example, the pull-out system could argue that its smaller capacity actually encourages better habits. You're more likely to take out the trash regularly instead of letting it pile up and get stinky. This round goes to the freestanding can for its pure flexibility. With the wisdom I've gained from reading hundreds of your passionate comments, pull-out systems work best if you check these boxes. You have a small kitchen where floor space is precious. You prioritize a clean, uncluttered aesthetic. You're willing to invest in quality hardware and proper installation. You don't mind regular maintenance and cleaning of the mechanisms. You generate a moderate amount of trash that fits the system's capacity limits. Freestanding cans work best if you value these things: maximum flexibility in your placement and sizing, simple, reliable operation with minimal maintenance, lower upfront cost and easy replacement when needed, the ability to move trash system based on your activities. You're okay with visible trash storage in exchange for convenience. So in short, the people who love their pull-out systems are generally neat, organized, maintenance-oriented folks who prioritize aesthetics and are willing to work within the system's limitations. The people who love their freestanding cans value simplicity, flexibility, and don't want to think too hard about their trash situation. Both are valid. It's not about right or wrong, it's about matching the solution to your lifestyle. But if I had to pick a winner in this showdown, and apparently I do, I'm gonna go with the pull-out trash can, and here's why. Reliability, aesthetics, beauty, matching the hardware, cooking, cleaning, my living life, It all works well with the pull-out trash system. Look, at the end of the day, both systems will hold your garbage, and that's the entire goal. So there you have it. The Great Trash Showdown is officially settled. Whether you're pulling out or standing free, at least now you know why we're making that choice. Which team are you? Drop a comment and let me know which side you are on, and if you might be switching sides after this showdown. And if you got another kitchen controversy you want me to settle, bring them on. This will be really fun. I'll be watching the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Built by Becker.